So welcome everybody to this morning's wake up call number 433. Kimberly, thank you so much for subbing in for Helen today. Appreciate that. We are really excited because two things are happening. Well, there's many things happening. Number one, it's game on. We are in what is known as a full-on game on condition. And what that really means for each and every one of us is between now and for about the next 3 weeks, if you have planted seeds and if you have things kind of percolating and bubbling and you've been spending 2 years working on getting a customer to take a look at Mailbox Power, now is the time. It is now o'clock. Now, you can wait until January or February. That's awesome. Just please don't get upset when somebody else goes in there and takes your work and moves them across the needle line, because they have a problem and we need to solve it. So there will be no wasting time on solving business owners' problems. So with that being said, I want to start today's call first off welcoming anybody that's brand new to this call, or maybe some people have not been around with us for a little bit and you're just popping back in. You want to see what all the hubbub is about. I first just want to welcome you to the call, number one. Number two, I want to set today's call up. And as you know, every Monday, we put together a persona, and then we have a Mailbox Power brain trust or mastermind experience to help that persona have their life made a little bit easier with the Mailbox Power ecosystem. And today's going to be no exception to that. But before we do that, and before we start that, I wanted to just take a couple of minutes and share with you. I'm going to tell a couple of stories. I'm going to kind of give a couple of examples. And I don't honestly know whether this will be helpful or not. Frankly, I think it's helpful for me. And I know that Vanessa and I have talked about it kind of ad nauseum. So I don't know if it helps her or she helped me with it, but it's helped nonetheless. So today's topic is pretty fundamental in business, but I think there's a lot of folks that don't understand the fundamental or don't participate in the fundamental, okay? And here it is. Are you listening? Are you actually listening? And there is a distinct difference between hearing and listening. Hearing is you're currently looking at another screen right now. You're at Facebook, or you're on TikTok, or you're on Twitter, or you're checking your email, or you're checking your beeper, or you're watching with one eye out over the phone, looking at a Christmas tree, or you are reading cards, or you are doing anything but 100% present here listening, right? And so much of the world hears but doesn't listen. And that includes us as sales folks, as people that are out talking about Mailbox Power. There are a lot of us that hear a lot of stuff, but are you actually listening for an opportunity? Are you listening for the opening? Are you listening to what the customer or potential customer is actually saying? Or are you hearing it so that you can come out with whatever you're going to say? There's a difference between hearing it, and then speaking versus and listening with both ears, or hearing it one side and all you're really hearing is the breath or the break in the sentence so that you can then vomit up whatever the next point is in the conversation, right? And so I want to give a couple of examples that have happened over the last couple of weeks of really listening versus hearing. Number one, I watch it on these calls all day long. This is hearing. Oh, wait, I didn't get that. What? Wait a minute, what? Wait, what? Oh, I didn't get that. What? What? And are we doing that to our customers? Or are we showing up fully, authentically, presently, on purpose with intention? Right? A couple of you caught my beeper reference. I know Debbie Morrow did, right? Some of you were like, oh yeah, but Billy Bob's on TikTok. I just got another follower on TikTok, right? And that's okay. it is a skill that requires practice and listening, right? So I'm going to give you a couple of examples. A couple of weeks ago, I was with Vanessa, and look, I'm saying this because I need to say it to myself in a mirror. I'm going to give you a couple of examples how listening has been really powerful, but understand that I am by no means 100% on this at all, right? Here, listening to myself say it is for myself as well. So a couple of weeks ago, Vanessa and I were talking about the giving plate. And in passing, Vanessa was like, although she doesn't know how to make that face, it was more of a, but it was like, you know, I got one of these giving plates. I sent it to myself, but now I don't want to give it away. It's so cool. I just don't want to give it away, right? I could have heard that, or I could have listened for that, right? So V, I know that you showed it once before, but can you show what you actually received in the mail?
Absolutely, because I actually did give the plate away, even though I didn't want to give it away. I gave the plate away to my neighbor down the street. But then Casey sent me this beautiful gift in the mail. And it was not one, but two of the giving plates and the card that said, give one, keep one.
4 words.
And in that moment,
Not creative.
no, but in that moment, I knew he had heard me and he had listened to me.
And do we not want to be listened to and heard as people? Mm-hmm. Right? And by the way, listening to and being heard is not the same as, oh, I'm saying something to you, you're not doing what I want, so that means you didn't hear me. Just because you say something over and over and over and over and over again, louder and louder and louder, does not mean that it's being listened to and acted on. There is a difference, right? So another small example, on one of these calls, and I don't even remember which call it was, I was not listening when they announced, or when we heard, or when we saw that there was a foldable iPad folder. No idea, literally got thrown off in the middle of a call. I looked like a complete idiot for myself because I was like, what are you talking about? What? I think some of you were probably on that call going, yeah, you're an idiot. You didn't hear what they were saying, or you didn't see it. You were in, as somebody even said, you were in the show that showed it. Right? But in that case, my brain wasn't listening. I might have been hearing it, but I wasn't listening because my mind was focused on something like Vanessa's hair or Justin's background, right? Or Joe's microphone, right? So Vanessa listened to me, and this was what I got in the mail. Card says Happy Holidays on it. All it says on it is now you have one. 4 words. 4 words. And I got this gorgeous black iPad foldable phone holder with my name engraved on it. Now, what's super cool is I just got the new iPhone 13, and the little guys, they're kind of minuscule when it comes to the iPhone 13. This is perfect. Right? 4 words, 2 different cases, people were actually listening. Right? Gang, so much of what we do is right in front of us if we actually listen versus just hearing and dilly-dallying and knitting or playing pickleball or, you know, writing down notes or whatever, right? So I was going to share a couple more stories, but I think this portion has come to an end. I want to show you a surprise. Are you guys game for surprises? I'm going to pull a Justin Biggs here. Want to see something cool? Right? So this went live last night. This went live last night. It is live, and I am going to share with you a page on our site. I am asking you to listen. Use this at your discretion. Okay? There are going to be times where there are many applicable scenarios And if you hear your potential customer, you might miss a sale. If you listen to your customer, you might actually make the sale. Okay, so are you guys ready for me to show you something cool? Okay, so let me put this on speaker view. Okay, now I believe, here it is. I won't show you guys my messy desktop. Okay, check this out, gang. If you go into your affiliate links, you now have, we now have 9 links that we can promote. We have your main referral link right to the Mailbox Power homepage here. Keep in mind, if you're watching this, please do not use trythis. That is my invite code. This is for affiliates and affiliates only. So your code will be in here for you. You now have 4 promotional links that offer the 14-day free trial. You have one to the overview, one to the real estate masterclass, one to the 1 birthday away challenge, and one to the holiday 14-day free trial program that we've all forced Justin to take time off the code freeze and reprogram this. So please use it. If we don't use it, we then don't get to ask to do more and more and more. Okay, I hope you are all listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth. Okay, and we also now have the exact same 4 links that are skip the trial links. So if you have a customer that is ready to go right now, ready to go, instead of going to the 14-day trial like we've always been able to and upgrading, you can now bypass the trial and skip the trial and send them this link in direct. Okay, now I especially would like to just give a shout out, and this, by the way, is located in your account down here off your homepage. It is under affiliate dashboard. Under the affiliate dashboard, it is now located right where you'll see your money located, but it also right here is under the dashboard under affiliate links. Okay, and you, as always, you'll be able to update your invitation link here. My recommendation is, if you start putting your links out into too many places, you do not want to share update an invite link and change it. My suggestion is, when you have somebody come on board, you set it once and forget it, because once you change that, it's not yours any longer, number one. And number two, all your old links don't work. Okay, so with that, I want to especially thank Justin for stepping out of what is known as a code freeze. For those of you not in technology, a code freeze is when a company says, hey, we're going to pause on making any changes whatsoever until we get through the new, well, basically in our case, until we get to January, because we have so much going on right now. So the fact that we were able to pull Justin off and divert him a tiny bit in order to get these links up and running and ready, as well as the holiday page going from a PDF to a lead capture page to a lead capture page with sign up buttons on it, is way outside of his normal trajectory and normally what we would ask him for. So Justin, thank you very much for doing that. We all appreciate that. So Justin, anything you want to say?
No, happy to do it, and appreciate all you guys' hard work. We're always taking feedback and doing our best to listen, even though sometimes it looks like I'm looking at other screens. I have a massive monitor in here, so I have to remember where my camera is. So, but appreciate all of you. Happy holidays. We're crushing it and just having a great time. So thanks for all you're doing.
Awesome. Thanks, Justin. And keep in mind, gang, let me reiterate, if Justin takes in your information and doesn't put it up on the site in 1 second, you don't get to say that you weren't heard or you weren't listened to. He's got literally thousands and thousands of people chirping at him, right? So there are protocols for that, and that's why we've tried to set up communication guidelines to help the right messages get to the right people in the right order at the right time for them to prioritize, given everything else that we do. Okay, so V, any words from you before we give today's persona and open this thing up?
No, I'm ready to get into it, Casey, because I think we've got a great persona today, and I think it's going to help people with the links that you just shared. So let's dig in.
Awesome. Okay, gang, here is today's Monday morning holiday persona. Okay, we have a very, very busy business owner. Busy because they are out trying to take care of staff holidays. They are trying to get their house in order for the accounts for the end of the year. They are trying to budget out for next year. They are getting everything, trying to close up this year, get ready for January 1, hitting the ball running, but they know they have to do something. They have to do something, and they have about 100 people that they want to send stuff to. Okay? Listening, I want to make sure I reiterate, they have 100 people. That number was chosen specifically. They have 100 people that they want to communicate and connect with. Okay? So you're sitting down in front of her. She's a busy CEO. She wants to send out about 100 cards, and she is on a time crunch. How do we approach her? Just raise your hand. Raise your hand, jump in here. How would you approach that situation? Debbie.
So I'm going to say that I would recommend the 297 get started now. Forget about what business it says up there. It is the fastest way to our program, and it has the ability to connect with where you get the help. That's I'm sorry, I'm not being very words, or it's Monday, sorry.
The concierge program, I think.
Concierge. Thank you. Yes. So you will get 200 cards for free. You'll get your first 100 sent out right away. You might even think of another 100 people that you would like to include in that. And the concierge can help you get everything started and set up, and recommend somebody who could actually do it for you if you need that.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Who else? Busy business owner, Kimberly.
I would ask what, so that they could categorize their list. Who are the staff? Who are the vendors? Who are their people that they collaborate with? And just segment out their list, because each section is going to have a different flavor and a different card. So, yeah.
Okay, so she says she has 100 people. So what you would do is ask her if she's included maybe her staff or her vendors or whatever.
Correct.
Okay. And which account would you recommend, or which link would you send her?
The executive.
Okay. The executive what?
The 297 special.
Okay. With a trial or without a trial?
Without the trial.
Okay. And would you just send her that link?
No, we would make an appointment, walk her through, or her or him, and then ask, if you don't have time to even bother with this, click on that concierge link and let's just get it handled while you go do something else.
Okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. Awesome. Mike and Brenda.
So I would do similar to Kimberly and Debbie in that I would recommend the executive package, and I would not do the trial. And they've obviously said they're extremely busy. Do you have a half an hour to 45 minutes so that we can get them done? And I'm going to do it with you and get it done and out the door, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. So I'm going to set a time with them right then and there within the next few days to get their list, import it for them, help them pick out the card and send.
Okay.
I'm not going to send them to the concierge. I'm going to do it myself.
Okay. And what if she says, you know what, Brenda, I just honestly, I don't have any time. I can give you whatever you need, but I'm working on budgets and I'm working on all this. If I got to take an hour out of my day to even go through this, I've got to wait till I'm in January.
Then you can send it all to me and we have a done for you service and it's X price.
Okay. Awesome. So we'll upsell a service. Okay. Cool. Mike, anything from you? Okay. Awesome. Anybody else? Just take yourself off mute.
Casey,
Yeah.
thing I was thinking of
Oh,
also
hey,
would be, along with the others, everything else is said, is to say, okay, you don't have time to do this, but do you have a secretary or somebody who I can work with and get this done? All you have to do is sign up and I'll get it all done with your secretary.
Okay, so we're going to look for a gatekeeper or somebody in the admin world that might be able to take the project on.
Right, and take the time.
Okay, awesome. I like that.
Casey, Brian here.
Hey, Brian.
Another one that's really worked. I have an automotive shop that actually uses a senior that's involved in DECA, marketing. And, see, teenagers are extremely digitally savvy. If they can text with 2 thumbs, boy, they can, this is a no-brainer for them to do. And it gives an opportunity for you to employ a teenager.
Okay, so Brian, your suggestion might be, hey, do we have somebody in the local community that's part of the DECA program, which is a high school business marketing entrepreneurial program, if you're not familiar with it. So you're suggesting maybe that they find a teenager in that area. So Brian, let me ask you this. Are most of your clients within a, let's call it a 10-mile radius of you? I think that was a yes. I think you just put yourself on mute.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay, so just tagging on this, Brian, maybe what we could do is we could actually proactively go find a DECA student, teach and train them how to do this, and then we go pin that same person, that same DECA student, with any of our potential clients that are in the same category.
That's really a good idea because I do have an associate that heads that group up at the local high school.
Yeah, I mean, think about if we have one person and we can basically do over and over and over and over and over again, keep them employed, and not because a busy business owner, if you said that to me, Brian, and you said, I don't even know, honestly, I don't even know what high schools are around me.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even know if they've got DECA. The idea of trying to research all that, it would cause me to just be out. I don't know about anybody else.
Great idea. Thank you.
So I love that, having a resource that's right there, already available, trained up, ready to go. Fantastic. That maybe you have a connection with, Brian, so they can call you if they get stuck or have any problems versus just trying to figure it out on their own or whatever. So that's a great suggestion. I totally forgot about DECA. That's a great suggestion. Marla.
So I was listening and I know that you said that the woman wanted to send cards, but then I always think back to my marketing and upselling issues and just wondering what her marketing budget is, because we didn't talk about that at all. And would you like to add a gift for any of these people that we could potentially help you with? Because we just talked about cards, but we didn't offer any of the other services that we have.
Excellent point, Marla. I'm so happy that you brought that up. Yes, they said we wanted to send cards. However, we do at least owe them the opportunity, because what if their idea was we're going to go send 100 cards and then we're going to go buy 50 baskets at Costco? Do we have something that could replace the Costco run between now and the holiday? I can't think of a busy business owner on the face of the planet that would not rather go like this than go to Costco, except maybe Bruce Waterman, but that's a whole different story. Right? So excellent point, Marla. Excellent point. Anybody else? Gail, you're looking intense. What would you say?
I would ask, the cards that cards that are going out, who specifically are they going to? Are they going to all your customers? Are they going high-end customers? What is the target audience that you're sending these cards to?
Okay, so we might be able to do 2 or 3 different buckets of cards, for example, if we were looking at 2 or 3 different potential customers. Excellent, excellent. Anybody else? Vanessa, I'm gonna throw you into the mix. Busy business owner, she wants to send out 100 cards. How would we do it?
Well, I'm not going to say anything that hasn't been said because I have been listening here, but definitely segmenting their list and figuring out who exactly they're sending to, asking them questions about what they're trying to accomplish with the send. Is it just a touch base kind of, I'm sending something because I need to send something? Or have the sales been really, really good with some of these customers? I need to know a little bit more information. At the very minimum, we're going to get them set up on an executive account and get those cards and gifts, but I need to know a little bit more about who are the high-end people. And I'm going to ask some questions that perhaps they haven't even thought of. Like, did you have a big spender with you this year? Did you have somebody that brought you a lot of referrals this year? Did you have somebody that really engaged with you this year or even partnered with you this year in some capacity? And if so, we really want to take care of that person and do a little extra, or it could be a handful of people.
Awesome. I have one other thing that I would ask that I'll throw into the mix here, and you can use it if you like. I know that a lot of businesses actually do collect birthdays for part of their CRM system, whether it's for security purposes or we're going to celebrate it someday. So I would also ask, when I have them send me the list, I would also say, hey, Terry, do you guys also have birthdays of these folks? Because we can sit that right inside the system and it'll save us a lot of time next year when we talk about how we're going to celebrate people's birthdays and half birthdays. And having that go right inside that same conversation could save them time right on the spot. So excellent. Anybody else? Okay, well then with that, I hope today's call has been absolutely awesome. I love all these answers. This is fantastic. So tonight on the Legends call, we will be doing a skill building call. So we will be doing a skill building call. I'm going to hold it a little bit close to the chest until we get there tonight. However, I will see many of you at 5 o'clock this evening tonight. Again, I want to thank Justin Biggs for going outside of the code freeze and completing, giving us 9 links that we now have depending on our actual customer and what they're actually asking for. So thank you to the entire corporate office. Vanessa, as always, thank you for being a great strategic mind that helps keep a lot of us sort of focused and going down the same track. Absolutely awesome. Thank you guys for jumping on here and helping contribute. The more we expand and open these personas and have these conversations, I think the better off we show up when we have a customer that's actually sharing what they want to accomplish. So with that, oh my gosh, I've already forgot who is taking us, who's playing Marie today. I cannot remember who's playing Marie.
I am.
Oh, Laura's playing Marie. I knew it was, thank you, Laura.
You're
Marie,
welcome.
what do we have going on today, Laura?
We have 101 class today at noon PST, hosted by Kim Pearlstein. And at 5 p.m., we have the great Casey for the Legends call for great learning for all of us. And I'm posting that in the chat right now.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Laura. And is it John who's taking us out of here?
Yes, John Garrett.
Awesome, John.
Good morning, everyone. It's time. It's time to listen, and it's time to go to work. It's time to go find a business owner. It's time to find someone who needs to hear about Mailbox Power today. We are oozing with optimism. We are fearless when we present Mailbox Power. We have an unshakable belief that we can make someone's phone ring, and we do. We have an unshakable belief that we can help customer relationships. We have an unshakable belief that we can make referrals happen. Now go out there and have an incredible day.
Awesome. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now.